Hello, Boo-Boo, and welcome to Deja Vu Live, where I pull the tea all on pop culture. It could be the stars, it could be the big screen, it could be the small screen, but in this case, it's going to be the small screen, and it's going to be all about the haves and the have-nots. Yes. And last night was really cute, Boo-Boo. So, Amanda, yeah, she's crazy as hell. Amanda, child, she's losing it. Child, she's bipolar. I just found out last night she was bipolar, honey, and she was schizophrenia. Is that how you say it? She was bipolar and all of that. Child, she was up in her room, and she was making out, she was laughing to herself, and she was coloring, coloring like a little child. I'm like, what the hell is going on with her? What is going on? What has Candace done to Amanda? Is she feeding her some drugs or something? We know she's on medication, but honey, but please. Yeah, and she had the nerve. And this is what I love, Boo-Boo, last night. Do you remember this scene right here, Boo-Boo? When she walked over, she was outside of her so-called rapist apartment, honey, and he was, leading his wife and his child off. She was out there smoking a Miss Amanda was smoking a cigarette, baby. I thought she was getting ready to let him have it, child. And all she said, "You a monster, you a monster, you a monster." He's like, "Go away, go away, go away." Oh my girl, I thought you gonna let him have it, baby. But Jeffery was, talking to Candace last night saying, "What are you doing? What? You know she's sick." And Candace said, "Well, I got her. But we know what Candace is all about, baby. Miss Candace is all about the coins and the duckies. Yes, honey. Miss Candace wants that money. Yes, child. And so, they served papers last weekend. So Amanda's going to go ahead and sue her family, her mother and father. Oh, Boo-Boo, I knew there was something I had to tell you, Boo-Boo. Last night, something came to me last night, and I was wondering, okay, now, where do I know this guy from, who's playing Amanda's father? What's his name again? Well, anyway, Boo-Boo, I'll come back to that later, because right now I cannot think of his name. But anyway, Boo-Boo, do you remember the Dukes of Hazzard, John Snyder? Child, I was gagging, honey. I was gagging, Boo-Boo. I figured it out last night. That is John Snyder, honey, and I had no clue. Even from season 1, Boo-Boo, I could not. I'm like, oh my God, that is John Snyder from the Dukes of Hazzard. Dukes of Hazzard was one of those old shows that came on back in my day. Like, I think it ran from like maybe 1979 to 1985 or something like that. But baby, that is John Snyder, Boo-Boo. I could wait to tell y'all that today, baby. I was like, oh, I cannot wait to tell my boo-boos all about who that is. But anyway, he tried to tell David last night that his son was driving the car and trying to make David feel like it was Jeffery who ran over that little girl and ran over Benny. But at the same time, David was already ready, baby. David already knew the tea. David said, "Don't you dare try to pin this on my son. How dare you try to pin this on my son?" He said, I've been faithful to you all these years, and you're going to try to label my son? Oh, no, that is not going to happen. And baby, quiet as kept. I was loving David for that, baby, because that was fierce. You stand up for your gay son, David. You stand up for him, and I love you for that. And quiet as kept, baby, Wyatt, Did you see when it first came on last night, Wyatt was stressed out on the bed in his underwear? Yes, honey, looking fine as wine. Yes, he was. Oh, Jim is his name, Boo-Boo. I knew I would come back to Wyatt's father. Yeah, his name is Jim. Excuse me, Boo, because I didn't tell you who his name was. But I was so excited to tell you that was John Snyder. And I'm like, oh my God, that is John Snyder. Yes. I know, Boo-Boo, you're like, why are you going back and forth? But anyway, Boo-Boo. So, we hope Benny pulls through. I got a feeling that Benny is going to pull through. Something in my gut tells me he's going to be all right. But his father showed up last night. How coincidental. He showed up at the hospital. And Hannah was like, "What are you doing here?" And he was already there to help out his other children. I think that's what was going on, Boo-Boo. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it was. Because, Hannah asked the nurse, how did she know him? And, the nurse, pulled the teeth and pulled the dirt. And she was like, oh, I cannot believe that, she was thinking that in her mind. Yes. But we got to close this out today. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you next week about the haves and the have-nots. But, boo, while you're here, go ahead and check out my other videos. They're pretty fierce. But please, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And please, be you and be unique. And if you can't laugh at yourself, how in the world can you laugh at anybody else? Can I get a boo-boo up in here? Talk to you later. Mwah.